Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about sleep and its importance to our health. So I think that sleep is very important because I know I am very cranky. It also makes, when I don't get enough sleep, it makes my migraines really worse. It makes my speech really bad if I'm not able to speak very well. So, and I know for the teenagers and the kids out there, if they're not getting enough sleep, and I remember when they were still toddlers, if they're not getting their naps, how cranky they can be. And even my teenage sons, they still get cranky if they're not getting enough sleep. And they fight and they bicker with each other. And summertime is the worst time in trying to get them to stick on a schedule. They like to stay up all night and try to sleep all day when we still have things that we have to do. So I try to keep them on a schedule still. They still have their sporting stuff, but they like to wait till like last minute to do everything. Because I let them try to keep their own schedule because, of course, I'm teaching them how to be men, right? So sleep is very, very important. It keeps us very healthy. It keeps everything flowing. It keeps our brains refreshed, especially with those teenagers. They have all that stuff going through them, their hormones and everything. And they need it to have their brains reset. It almost gives them like a reset button when they're sleeping. They're growing at a massive rate. I remember when I was a teenager, it was crazy. You're always told you don't want them falling asleep in class. So you want them to go to sleep at that proper bedtime, and you want to, wake them up at a proper time so they have enough time to get ready for school. They're not rushing out the door. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been there. We're always that last minute, we slept through the alarms and now we're running out the door. It's crazy. I hate that feeling too. So sleep is very important. But sleep is important for all of us, not just the kids, for the parents as well, because we don't want to rely on the caffeine all the time. Now, I drink a cup of tea every day. I don't drink coffee. Coffee is a rarity. I have it every once in a while. With the fall coming up, I will have a couple pumpkin spice lattes here and there because that's one of my favorite things during the fall to have. But I don't like to rely on it. Over time, I've slowly tried to cut caffeine out, but I am down to tea. I love my tea. I have my cup of tea every morning for breakfast. I had it all way before this fancy little accent popped up, so tea has always been my favorite to have. I have slowly cut out, if you've read some of my blogs, soda pop though. I've cut that out. I'm wanting it out of my diet completely. It is a crutch for me that I work on. So let's not try to rely on the caffeine to keep us awake during the day. Let's try to get the proper amount of sleep at night. So like I tell the kids, I'm like, the statistics are you need 8 to 10 hours a night. Well, mom needs 7 to 8 hours a night. So why don't you go to bed at this time? I can do a little thing, housework at night, do what I need to do, lock up the house. I go to bed and then we both wake up at the same time and then we've got all our hours in and then everybody's nice and easy and ready to go for the next day. So read the rest of the blog. I give some what's interesting about each of my children and how they have their sleep schedules and working with them. I also give some more statistics. Remember to subscribe to my channel and like me on Facebook. I'll see you guys later.